What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been uploading for a while because I've been so busy waiting for parts to come in that I haven't been uploading. But today, guys, I'm gonna give you guys an update on how my car is doing. And guys, just let you guys know, bad. My car is doing kind of bad. So let's go get into it. Alright, guys, I will go with the very first update. You guys see this new shifter, guys. This is a Acuity 4-way adjustable Rsx shifter. The shifter fits in the Prelude. You gotta like kind of modify, well, for this specific shifter, I gotta modify the holes a little bit, but it's not too much, very little modification to just make it fit in here. You're gonna need the Rsx shifters, or if I were you guys, I would just get the racing K-series Rsx shifters, and then K-series to H-series conversion bracket for the transmission for the linkage. But guys, without further ado, let's get right into this. See that, guys? Super, like, it's a lot shorter. So just right here. So this is still neutral. That's first gear. Watch second gear. That's second gear, baby. Bam. Third gear. Bam. Fourth gear, bam. Really short. There's no play. Literally no play. Like, yeah, I have play if I put a lot of like force into it, but there's literally no play. The spring is strong, like really strong, like super stiff. Like, you guys gotta feel this for yourself. But guys, if you guys remember my old shifter, here's a quick video. Yeah, the throws are a little bit longer in my old setup, and it's not as stiff as this one. Because that being said, it's not as stiff because the spring on that one, on the Precision Works, the spring isn't as strong. The reason why I switched over to this one, because super easy to put the linkage in. Like, it literally just slips. Like, it just slips in and it just gets, a pin right there that holds it in place. Super easy adjust, like super easy to adjust. Loosen that bolt right there and you can slide up and down. Same thing with this side, just unscrew that bolt and you can slide up and down, different settings. So guys, super easy shifter, and it's super nice, really high quality, guys. The reason why I switched to this shifter is because my old one, I remember I told you guys a story when I installed the old one. I didn't have the K-series linkage, so I was still using my factory linkage, and the end pieces were a little bit too big, so I had to literally cut the bracket open just to fit the linkage. And by cutting that open, I ruined the threads. So when I installed that with my K linkage, what happened was the threads were ruined, so they were stripped. So when the bolt was in there, like, it's not fully on tight. So whenever I'm driving, or I'll be pushing to like third gear or first gear or like fifth gear, sometimes the screw just pop out. My linkage will just be loose, and it just caused me to miss shift. So I always have to adjust that while driving, and I think that's just like dangerous for me. So I wanted a new, I wanted a new bracket, but they don't sell just that little piece. So I decided to just get a whole new shifter. And this shifter I've been wanting for a while, ever since it came out. Yeah, for this shifter I wanted for a while. I didn't get the shifter because, I already have the Precision Works, so I thought, I probably don't need the shifter. But I was like, fuck it, let's just jump the gun and get it. I'm like in love with it. It makes my car feel a lot more notchy, which is super nice. Like, I think I can shift faster now. Like, literally that's it. Like, and fifth gear feels super good. Fifth gear does not feel like how my old one is. Fifth gear just like right it. Like, this is little wiggle room for fifth gear. But fifth gear, you will always have a little wiggle room, I guess you could say, with you were to do this kind of modification. But the old one, when I'm in fifth gear, I can move it like a full, full 3 inches or something. And that was just how bad it was. But like, it wasn't bad either, but it wasn't the best either. So, it's Precision Works, they do affordable parts, so you can't expect too much from it. The quality is nice, it looks nice, feels nice. I'll drop a link down below for any Prelude guy who wants to cop this shifter. If I remember correctly, I think it's like $450 right now, like $450 right now. But yeah, I do tax and everything, so it'll probably go up to like $500. But guys, this shifter is worth it. If you guys are looking for an aftermarket shifter for your Rsx or anything like that, I prefer this. So guys, my next update on this car is can't drive it. When I got done with the car, I was able to drive a little bit, you know, got a street tune and everything, but something happened with the clutch. So something happened with the clutch, so I wasn't able to go into gear while I'm driving. So literally, like, to get home one time, I had to like force, you know, I had to force into gear just to drive it. But it's like my car isn't fully disengaging at all. So I really thought about it, and my pressure plate might be loose or something. Because when I put on my pressure plate, I forgot to put on thread locker, which is a bad thing. So like with all the vibrations and whatnot from the car, from the engine, I think the screws probably came loose or something, and then causing the pressure plate to come loose. So with that being said, I can't even drive the car. I can start up the car, but I can't like drive the car. Like, so what's happening is whenever I press the clutch in, like, it feels good. It's not spongy or anything like that, because, you know, I bled it correctly. I got a new master cylinder or new slave cylinder for the car. Everything was good. My clutch is super stiff, so it feels really, really good, but I just can't get into gear. So I think my pressure plate's the issue, because when I was looking through the ignition timing hole, I could see my pressure plate, like the pressure plate cover. The cover that actually covers the pressure plate, I actually see that moving back and forth. So I'm like, I don't think that's supposed to be moving. It's bolted onto the flywheel, so that shouldn't be moving. Only the spindle springs are supposed to move. Only the springs supposed to move, push the pressure plate back to disengage the clutch. So only inside of the pressure plate area is supposed to move, but not the actual cover itself was supposed to be moving. So I was like, I'm pretty sure I messed up. So what's gonna be happening, guys, is I will be pulling my motor again, guys. Hopefully I can start pulling more today. I can pull a motor pretty quick now because I know how to do it. But guys, that pulling motor thing is gonna be on my next video. Let's also go look at my new parts. You know, I told you guys that I'm getting new parts for my car, new fuel rails and everything like that. But guys, I went a little bit overboard, so I bought a whole bunch of new stuff. So let's go take a look and look at the new parts. All right, guys. So what I was saying earlier about my shifter, like, this is my shifter, like the thread is kind of fucked. See, like, it doesn't even screw in anymore. Like, it's already at the end, it doesn't even screw in. Like, I can still twist it. So you guys see this cutout. So this one I cut it out to fit my my stock cables. You can see the threads. If you focus it, there's no more thread, guys. Look at that. So with my shifter, see, like, so when my linkage is in here like this, like literally sometimes, like, you know, I'll be shifting and then it just come out like this. It'll come out like this, and then my linkage will just slip, and it will just keep, you know, and it'll just keep moving. And sometimes it will just be like that. My linkage will just come out. Yeah, K-Tune or Precision Work don't just sell this piece right here, so I can't even replace it. So in order to replace it, I gotta buy a whole new shifter, which is stupid. So I decided not to go with this guy anymore. You see, like, the spring isn't as strong either. Like, it feels good, but after feeling the Acuity shifter, the Q shifter makes this feel like an amateur shifter. But guys, more parts. Let's go. So these are my new gauge pods. So this is the pillar gauge pods. This is the dual one. This is for the Prelude. The thing is, the Prelude don't have like a triple one. Prelude don't have like a triple one like this. So you have to buy the single one, and then, you know, and then you buy this dual one to make it work. So I got that, but that's for future stuff. And I'll tell you guys what my plan is. But you guys see this VMS. VMS is a pretty good brand. this is their so this, guys, yeah guys, so this is the new fuel filter, and I'll tell you guys why I need a new one in a little bit here after I show you guys the rest of the stuff. Alright, you guys see this AEM fuel regulator, and that goes along with this guy. Bam, baby, my new AEM fuel rail, super nice. Excited to run this. Really excited to be running these the AEM fuel rail. Alright guys, you see this one. This is a high flow intake fuel pump. This is my new AEM fuel pump. This is rated at 340 liters per hour. Yeah, 340 liters per hour at 40 psi. And then guys, you see these. This is a 550 cc. The Racer's Edge performance injectors. Not a lot of people use them, but you know, I read some forums on it, and people say it's pretty good for what it is. But yeah, guys, these are my new injectors. These are OBD1, which sucks. Trade Performance only does. I think they only do OBD1 injectors. So you gotta get a conversion harness for it. So that's exactly what I did. I found these OBD2 to OBD1 adapter harnesses. So got these for it. This is kind of the sweet stuff, what I think. You see this? So these are custom braided lines and AM fittings. These are 6 ANs. So these are actually pretty small, but not too small either. I don't think I need to be running that big. So these are only my fuel stuff. So what I'm planning to do is I'm doing a whole new fuel system upgrade. So new fuel pump, new fuel rail, new fuel injectors. And I'm going to be doing a relocation of a fuel filter. That's why I have this new fuel filter. I want to do a relocation because, you know, getting access to the OEM one is a pain in the ass. So I want to do a relocation. And I want to be running some custom lines because I don't want to be running hard lines anymore. I want to run some you know, braided lines, you know, some lines that is actually good. Because for what I'm thinking, if I can just replace all of these stuff now, in the future, I won't have to do it. So I'm doing it now while I still have the time. And guys, this is my other thing that I've been dying to do. Let's see this. So what this is, guys, this is a oil filter relocation kit. So what is going on is this piece will be attached to where my oil filter would be, and then these hoses will be attached from here, and it will connect straight to this. And so my oil filter will be sitting on this now, on this piece. So reason why I want to change this out is, you guys know, my Type SH, my oil filter isn't easy to access, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to change all the damn time. And also because it's so close, it's, you know, so it's all the way back in the firewall. It's a tight ass spot right under my intake manifold that, you know, I can't do any, you know, oil cooler if I wanted to. And that's also the second thing I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna be running oil cooler, and that that part is coming in too. I'll be running all of these new parts on my car. I want to get all these cars, and I want to get all these parts on my cars ASAP before my tune. You guys see this high performance brake lines. See that? Stainless steel braided lines. Again, part number for 97 to 01 Prelude Type SH model. So this is my new braided lines. So this is the Goodrich braided lines. Super nice. And I also have another kit coming in. So this replaces the oil and hose line for the calipers, but I have some other parts coming in too. And what I'm gonna be doing is doing a ABS delete, because I don't drive my car in the winter, so I don't see a really good use for my ABS, and it's just in the way, and like, you know, creating it's just in the way, and you know, taking up space. So I'm gonna be, you know, doing a ABS delete. Yeah, and along with that, I will be taking out my hard lines for my brake also. For my brake system, I won't be running hard lines anymore. I will also be running these same you know, braided lines. So with that being said, guys, really excited for my car. Another update is, just see this. Look at that. Master cylinder down there. A master cylinder, see that new line? Yes, that's what it is. Comes right to here, to the slave. Guys, this is my new stainless steel braided lines. I got this for the clutch because I thought that was the issue. So what I end up doing is removing the hard line. This is a direct master cylinder to a slave cylinder. You see all this junk, all those hard lines. So all these hard lines is this is my old clutch line. My new braided line goes from a master cylinder straight to my slave cylinder. But the old setup, you know, your OEM setup will go to this thing. It's like another cylinder that it goes through. So what happened is it'll go from it'll start from master cylinder. It'll go through all this hard line, go right into this this secondary cylinder, and then goes into this hose right here, this clutch hose right here, and then it'll convert back into another hard line over there, and then straight into the slave cylinder. So with that being said, this is all like old hard lines that's in my car. And I thought that might be the issue with the car, because, you know, I thought that maybe these are just really old and my motor's creating a lot of heat because I'm running like a slightly higher compression, and so that might be the cause of the heat. My car's creating a lot more heat, so I thought that maybe these lines are not good anymore. So what's happening is the heat is causing the brake fluid in the line to, I guess, heat up a little bit, so it causes, like, you know, it starts to boil or something, or like starts to, you know, create air bubbles. So I thought that might be the issue. That's why I can't get into, you know, I can't get into gear sometimes. So I swapped it out. The clutch feels a little bit more heavier now with the new lines, because, you know, it doesn't have to go through the secondary cylinder. So it's just, you know, so it's just a straight master to slave cylinder. So it feels a lot more stiff, and I guess it just feels more precise, I guess you can say. I mean, I can't really tell because I haven't fully driven it yet. So when I replace it, it still has the same issue. So I figured it might actually be the clutch. So what's gonna be happening, guys, is I will be pulling my motor hopefully by today, so I can actually take a look at the clutch, you know, and fix the clutch too. Because at this point, if my new master cylinder didn't work, slave cylinder didn't work, you know, and my new, you know, braided line didn't work, what else could it be? Has to be my clutch itself. So what I will be doing is I will be taking the clutch out. If the clutch happens to be bad or anything like that, I will be replacing the clutch again, which sucks. It's gonna take a while before I give you guys like a full video of my car doing, like, you know, pulls and, like, you know, runs with other cars. So guys, you guys see that, another big upgrade for my car. Not just in horsepower wise, I'm also gonna be doing handling. Really excited for this new upgrade. My car should perform really well after this. With the new lines and everything. So guys, with this new upgrade, I won't really have to worry about my lines too much. I won't really have to worry about it bursting, you know, or anything like that, because it's not gonna, you know, it's stainless steel braided lines. You know, it also has a rubber hose around the braids. So, you know, there's not gonna be anything for rust. I was thinking about doing all my fuel lines, braid lines, everything like that when my motor's out. So it makes it a lot easier on me to replace it, because everything's in the back of the firewall. So when my motor's in there, it's going to be really hard for me to do stuff. So I wanted to get all that stuff done first when my motor's out. So with that being said, my car won't be running for a while, if anything. Because I still got to order parts, you know, because I still got to figure out the fittings that I got to need for my brake line and whatnot. Because I still haven't ordered the whole system yet. Braided lines for the, you know, to replace the whole system and whatnot. But guys, trust me, this is getting pretty exciting, because my car is far from reaching its max horsepower with this built head setup, because right now my cams are zeroed out, so I'm not even making the horsepower that I could be making at the moment. So I could be making a little bit more horsepower, but guys, shooting for that 230 horsepower range or more, shooting for that 230 horsepower range or more. But guys, without further ado, this is it for my video. hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell so you guys don't miss any of my videos. But guys, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.